Hello everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 10th episode of Isekai Shokudou. So last time, the first half of the episode was about some dwarves drinking beer, having fun in Nekoya. Good times. The second half was about a prince of the land of sand and his sister. They went there and they had a coffee float and a melon soda float, I believe. So, the kind of thing you want to have if you lived your life in a hot desert. And the prince seems to have kind of a thing for Adelheid, but he seems to be having some difficulty, making a move on her. So maybe you'll have more luck with that in the future, hopefully. So, yeah, let's get into the next episode. As usual, there will be no audio or footage of the anime used in the reaction for copyright reasons. There's a timer in the upper left-hand corner, and subs below to help you follow along. And so, let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. And to no one's surprise, the opening. Starting off with a field of flowers. A butterfly girl? Butterfly girls, okay then. I wonder if they're talking about the door. Yeah, I was not expecting butterfly girls. That's interesting. I was about to say that's a giant door, but what makes more sense is they're just tiny butterflies. We're just seeing it from their perspective. A giant to open the door. Again, I say giant from their perspective. Okay, so it's supposed to be fairies. I guess that makes a bit more sense than what I said. Their intention is to make money as a business. I love how seriously they take the restaurant. I mean, pretty much anything they order should fill them up pretty well, given their size. Interesting. They can, like, sense their auras. I want to say she was the half-elf. I'm not sure. The land of flowers. Yes, explain the concept of a restaurant to them. And sometimes seasoned. So far we have not had a single unsatisfied customer, so... Even the super picky elf found something that she liked. It makes sense if Fairy would like a dessert. Especially if they like honey. A good choice. I think this is the first time we've had a customer that's been so much smaller than, you know, a human. Yeah, let it be more considerate. Of course. Still on guard, I see. As expected of a fairy. White substance. The food is always drawn so well. I mean, that's a little bit differently than you're intended to eat it, but I guess as long as you eat it. There you go. I was hoping she would figure that out. Like how they got cream on their noses. At least I think they did. It could just be the lighting. Must be one valuable seed. It just does that. It's a good thing they explain that to her, because some people try to go back there the next day and wonder why they can't find it. And more arguments about food already with these girls. It's just a law of nature. At least most of them are in agreement on that. On the other side. Really is a fancy way to say open the door for me. And since they're so tiny, they can actually have a lot of them in there at once. Only 100 years. It's cool that we're getting more of the elf girl. Yeah, he might not appreciate that. Gotta love the elves' sense of time being different. Didn't know it was such an impressive thing. Something rotten. So of course the elves wouldn't like it if it comes from an animal. Of course. Yeah, she's been there. And they are both elves, so it's not like it's that strange. Ugh. Natto. I don't think it's a dish anyone can eat. Enough. Unique is certainly one word for it. You know nothing. Liar. Guess she has similar taste. I guess he still hasn't gotten used to that way of communication. If you say so. You know, a third of your age is probably still pretty long. Which I assume was what the other elves were smelling. Wonder what exactly the lifespan of an elf is. The dragons meets. So yeah, that was the 10th episode of Isekai Shokudou. And this time we got fairies in the first half, not butterfly girls. I do feel a bit silly for jumping to that conclusion initially, but they are fairies. And they were so tiny they had trouble getting through the door, which was pretty funny, so they had to summon a guardian just to open the door for them. That was good. And they ate a mixed fruit crepe, which does seem quite fitting for the fairies. And yeah, the second half we had the return of the elf girl, who went to the restaurant again, this time with a friend of her father's, and discovered the delicious natto spaghetti, and natto with rice later on. Oh yeah, and Victoria seemed to be pretty familiar with the fairy queen, or whatever that was, which was interesting. So, yeah. Let me know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.